So today is all about bringing in my cannas. Last year, I really screwed up because I put the cannas in the shed, then I wasn't here for a few days. Clearly, we had some really shitty weather, and they all died. So I had to buy new ones, I had to propagate ones, blah, blah, blah. So this year, I'm not going to make the same mistake twice. However, so I put them under cover right now, and I must say they're still looking really good. But you know it's going to get really fucking cold soon. So, time to bring them in so that they can spend the next 6 months in the basement. See, this is what I mean. They're not looking too bad, but there's going to be cold nights coming. So when it comes down to taking them out, it really is no rocket science. I go in with a spade, loosen the soil a little, he says, and then pull them out. And this is why I leave the leaves on as well, because it's much easier to yank them out with the leaves and the stems still on it, rather than cutting them off and then trying to get them out of the pot. And clearly, this is not that easy. And here we are. So I just got myself an Irish coffee, but anyway, so what we're going to be doing now is take all the soil off. And it's also going to be really interesting to see all the rhizomes and how it all looks. And this is obviously something we're going to have to do with all of them. You're going to get them out of the pod, take all the soil off, then cut the leaves off. I'm going to leave some of these on just so that I can identify which is which before I actually put them into, the box with the wood chippings and that sort of stuff. Then I can label them. Put that back on here, and then we can put the soil in there. So fingering the soil like this really is not getting me anywhere. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put it into there, and I'm going to wash the soil off. Last week I washed my banana roots, now I'm washing canna roots. It's going to be the case of, oh, look at that weird German gardener washing the plant's roots. But I need to get the stuff off. And trust me, this is not fun. This has taken a lot longer than I would have liked it to. And you know what? This is not even the biggest. I've got another 1, 2, 3, 4 pots. There's one already sitting in there, so there's going to be a lot more. Anyway, so look at this. So here you can see the rhizomes. Here you can see the rhizomes, how they're connected, and then all the roots. And this is just incredible. So, and obviously what you could do, you could, split here, so you have got this one as a separate plant, then this one down here you could split round about here, so you would have that as a separate plant. So this is how you separate them. So obviously then you would have a strong healthy rhizome. Water is running in my sleeve, and that's horrible. You've got a strong healthy rhizome with an awful lot of roots. So yeah, great. But that we're going to be doing next year. So I'm not going to be splitting them before I put them into hibernation. They're just going to, dry out now for a long time. And once they're dry, then obviously I'm going to put them into a box with wood chippings on top. And I just let them sit there until any danger of frost is over. And sometimes I put them into pots earlier, so I start growing them in the house. But let's have a look. Anyway, so now let's get the bigger one out. And obviously one thing to consider, this is a pain in the ass to get them out of the pots. If they would have been in the ground, it would have been completely different, because obviously the soil wouldn't be quite as compact as it is, neither would the root balls. So you just stick them up and you shake them off, and shake them off, and that will be easy. This, on the other hand, is not. So next year they're going to go into the ground. 1 or 2 are going to go into pots, but anyway, so let's just get them out. So on this one here, we actually still have some seeds we can collect, which is nice. Let's get this one out. And every single year I tell myself, Jochen, do not put plants into pots that get wider on the bottom, because obviously then it's going to be a pain in the ass to get them out. And every single year, that's what I do. Put them into pots like that. I've got another one there. Anyway, so this actually performed the best. So let's have a look how easy it is to get that one out. See, now the heated vest I've got, it's a huge pain in the ass because I'm sweating. But I think we're getting there. possible that gardening may cripple me at the end? I don't know. Come out, you bitch. This is the next pain in the ass pot. I really can't break it because that used to belong to my mother, and she would not look up favorably if I would break it. I guess I'm separating them now. You always start off meaning well and taking care of stuff, but then you get so fucked off with it, you just go, get out! Oh. And it's starting to drizzle. You know, when it gets to the point that it's becoming plant of hate, although it's not the plant's fault, it is dipshit who put it into this pot, but it just doesn't want to come out. So now that I got Canna of hate out of the goddamn pot, it started to rain. So I washed the rest of my cannas, and trust me, in the rain it really wasn't a lot of fun. However, the reason why I'm doing this is, yes, could you just dig them up and put them in a bag and just, you know, dump them somewhere for the next 6 months? Well, you could, but would they survive? Probably not, because this way, first of all, the soil is away and all the bugs and, you know, fungus and whatever could be in the soil is out. Also, this way, you know, you can see and actually have a look at the rhizomes. Are they rotten? Are they not? You know, will they survive? So, you know, and once you check them all I'm going to do now is cut all the foliage off. With this one, this is my Cleopatra because it's got the variegated leaf. So I'm going to leave this one on. So before I put them into hibernation, I'm going to label them. And the rest, I'm just going to, you know, cut it all off. And then obviously that's going to go into the compost. And I'm going to let them sit out here to dry off a little bit, and then I'm going to put them into the basement. I'm going to let them, because right now they're way too soggy to put into the basement. So I'm going to put them in the basement, put the dehumidifier on, and then I'm going to let them sit there for around about, I don't know, 5 days, you know, just to cure a little bit and just to make sure that every single part of them is dry. And then I'm going to put them in the box and put them into hibernation. So, yes, this was not so much fun. Anyway, I'm done for the day, and I shall talk to you guys later. Bye.